So there's a lot of misconceptions and falsehoods surrounding Google Business Profile reviews. So I came across this post on the local guide subreddit where somebody was complaining that Google was preventing them from posting reviews. So every time they would post a review, it kept getting deleted, and Google put up a warning. Unfortunately, after several responses, this person ended up deleting their post. So, but they did reply back to me. So I let them know that when a business goes viral, Google will go through and remove the reviews, and B, prevent any further reviews from being posted until they deem that this review attack from this business going viral has ended. So this person was under the misconception that this business somehow had some secret arrangement or some deal with Google directly to prevent them from being able to have more people leave negative reviews. Now, that's not true. So let me get into some of the history on this one. So several years ago, there was the law offices of Aaron Schlossenberg. Aaron Schlossenberg went viral for being recorded on video and telling women in a store, grocery store, to speak English. Now, normally, somebody does that. And this is before we started having all the internet sleuths, but it's kind of what helped make internet sleuths really become popular. But Aaron just happened to get recorded, and the incident took place next door to where his office was. So he went viral to the point where there were mariachi bands being sent out there. People were dancing in the streets. They had taco carts, but his Google Business Profile just got trashed. I mean, he was getting hit with malicious edits. They were changing the name, changing the category to restaurant or Mexican restaurant, uploading photos of Mexican food and crap and toilets and dildos and you name it. And then, of course, all the negative reviews came in. So this was, this was like one of the big cases where you could actually see, what happens when a business goes viral. It wasn't the only business, but this is one of the last ones that I remember going viral before Google actually came up with a mechanism to actually turn off reviews and monitor a business that goes viral. So I ended up naming it the Red Hen. The Red Hen was a restaurant that went viral because they had kicked out Sarah Huckabee Sanders, who at that point in time was Donald Trump's press secretary, right? And so the people at the restaurant said that staff didn't feel comfortable having her there and asked her to leave. So Sarah went to social media. It got picked up, went super viral. And this was the first time that we actually saw Google turn off the ability for a business to get reviews while it was being monitored. So that's why I call it the Red Hen. So that's what happened in this case. This business went viral for a policy that people didn't like, which, look, people can have complaints about businesses and can have discords. I saw a post on Facebook today from a friend colleague of mine who was upset about some development and was voicing her complaints and disdain for it. Perfectly fine. But she posted a comment and said that they have a Google Business Profile, and if anybody else felt the same as she did, to go and leave them negative reviews. And I was like, whoa, that violates Google's terms of service. It's right there in the terms of service that you are not allowed to do that. It's part of the fake engagement. And look, social media is perfect for complaining about stuff. We can get political all we want, talk about it on social media. We don't like a decision the company's made. We can do a blog post about it. Those are perfectly acceptable areas for having our public discourse. Online reviews is not the place for it. So that's why, Google has to do this, because, quite a few businesses have gone viral, whether it was Roman Stoneworks or Starbucks in Philadelphia or I can't remember the one hotel, but I mean we've seen it countless times, and so Google has to come in and police the profiles, and so now it's just easier to just shut down the reviews, wait for it to blow over. Most cases actually have a shelf life. The two cases that I've seen that didn't have shelf lives was Amy's Baking Company. Uh, they kept getting hit with negative reviews until Google finally removed their listing from Google. Great case to look up if you ever want to look up Amy's Baking Company. They were on an episode of Hell's Kitchen. Um, they got covered a lot. There's also Dr. Walter Palmer, who was on an African safari and shot Cecil the lion. His listings still to this day get hit with negative reviews. So those are two cases I know didn't have a shelf life. Other cases do have a shelf life, and they do eventually blow over. But this business that they were asking about, they wanted to leave reviews. It's going to blow over. It's not that big of a case, but it's not going to be one of those cases that gets a reminder, unlike Amy's Baking Company or Dr. Walter Palmer, because there's always going to be the anniversary of Cecil the lion's death, or there's going to be follow up stories about it. So anyway, that's what Google does. So no, businesses don't have a secret telephone number or secret connection or secret pact with Google so they can prevent negative reviews. That's not possible at all. It doesn't happen. But Google does monitor news reports, and when they do see of something going viral in the news, then their team does take action. So just wanted to put that out there. Thank you very much. Bye.